The ability to change our attention from criticism and judgments to simple appreciation and praise is wondrous. Like it really transforms you through your own thought patterns, and then it transforms your world. And what I mean by that is when you can actually see the criticism and the judgment is actually inside your head. It's you, and then you see that you have a choice. You have a choice not to think it. That is amazing. Or in the words of a friend of mine, that's dope. How dope is it to meditate? That's dope. And I'm like, oh, I haven't heard it put like that before. But isn't that cool when you realize that you can change that? And what I want you to play with in this video is just to see how much criticism is actually there, because it's kind of surprising, like how much of your day is actually filled up with the thoughts around something's wrong, or the thoughts that they need to change, or everything that goes with that. They're stupid, they're idiots, they're so annoying. If they weren't around, you would be way happier. All kinds of stuff. If that didn't happen, you'd be happier. God, why is that happening to me? Who are they? How dare they? All kinds of stuff. Oh my God, it's kind of endless. It's fascinating. But you know what? Until you see it, you don't realize that you do it. Until you actually realize that there's an inner eye roll going on, like, you again, you don't realize you're doing it, or you might not. You might actually be totally conscious of it, but you don't realize the devastating effects because of it. Check out the puddle I just had to walk through, or around actually. So to become aware of your mannerisms, your thinking patterns, your relationship to judgment. So why would you want to become aware of this, especially if you really do want to roll your eyes and go, gosh, what an idiot, or really you again? Because it really does affect you. Even though you think it's kind of normal and maybe it's just your way of expressing, it affects you. It affects your happiness. And there is scientific evidence to prove that what you think about affects your health, affects your energy, affects your body, affects the flexibility in your body, the health in your body, your heart. All of that is affected by negativity. So you have the ability to change this. You have the ability to be aware of what you're thinking of, and to see when you are imposing these negative thoughts, or just thinking them because you want to, or when you actually really do believe it. So the game isn't to kind of justify why you think it, because I really need to think this because I really are an idiot. It's not about that. It really is. It's about you. Who are you being? And if you want to change, there's a good saying, be the change you want to see in the world. And it really does start with you. And one of the coolest ways to start is to realize what you're thinking about, and how often the judgment thoughts comes up. It's a little bit surprising. And then the beautiful change can happen when you realize that you can let that go. It's like, oh my gosh, I really do think this about this person every time they just come up to me, or every time they open their mouth. And then you're like, I can change that, because there is something there that's affecting me, and most likely affecting those people and the relationship and the energy as well, which is absolutely stunning. So you really become aware of where your attention is and what you're thinking about, which is absolutely incredible. So play with that and see what happens.